Hey guys, it's Shay Seeking, and I will be your host for the next couple of minutes. Look at me trying to sound all professional and everything. I had, and I want to say thanks for watching in advance, and welcome back to those who are back. I'm not really, I don't know about the whole thing of asking people to subscribe, but, you know, I think it's more, I just want people to, if even if you don't want to subscribe, if maybe you can hit the like button so I can kind of know, if this commentary is reaching or growing, or if it, I'm gonna keep doing it anyway, but it will just help me see where I'm at exactly what I'm talking about and what people seem to come to the channel more for. So, with that being said, if you don't mind hitting the thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever it is, it'll help guide me into because there's several topics that I would love to talk about. Too many, to even list. But, I just want to make sure that you guys, I'm entertaining you guys, not entertaining you. I don't like that word, but I'm giving you guys something to think about, when you come here. So, okay. A lot of people, I woke up in the middle of the night last night, and usually I have like a paper or something near me when I go to sleep because I wake up out of my sleep with a lot of stuff that's just on my mind. And last night, for some reason, this whole rapper thing um, kept coming and going. I would wake up and say, dang, I want to talk about that or whatever. But of course, I'm asleep. I'm tired as I don't know what because I've been busier than ever this summer. Um, usually I'll have it there or I'll even get up if there's a certain scripture or something that's just on my mind and keep waking me up in the middle of the night. I'll just get up and write it down so I can be reminded of it in the morning. Well, last night I was too tired. It didn't happen. I didn't write it down, but I did remember. And so I have a couple minutes before I run out, and I just want to do a quick video. Now you're wondering, why do I have these rappers on the screen? Now, I was just wondering, within our community, why is it that someone who is degrading women, either way, I'm talking about R&B singers and stuff too, so anybody that's degrading our people, women or men, or anyone that is misleading or misguiding our youth in any particular type of way, that these youth are going to listen to these songs over and over and now don't get me wrong, I think it'll be hard for people of color to let go of this music, but we have to understand that, and a lot of people are deeply embedded in hip hop, but I'm the type of person that if it's something stinking and rotten and I know that it's affecting people, I'm going to look at it at the surface, and then I'm not afraid to go in deeper because of the fact that I know, and like I told you guys before, I think a lot of people suffer from cognitive dissonance. And I'm the type of person that I don't want to be that person. I want to break down the barriers. So I'm not afraid to go further so that I find out something that may be either hard to explain to people. People are going to look at you like you crazy if you let them know, or it's going to make you discredited amongst a lot of other people, but it'll stick with those who can see. Okay, so I look at this image, and of course all of these people don't have disgusting lyrics all the time, but the whole thing is hip hop is not ours. This is something that was created by these people that know that we love music and we need music, and it's a sentimental thing, it's a more spiritual thing even with us, and they've used their witchcraft and their puppets, which are displayed here on the screen, whether you like it or not. I don't hate these people. I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just letting you know what I see and why, and I wonder why we don't see it as a whole. So even if music started out some way, and even when I was listening to those oldies but goodies, I threw some on the other day when I was taking, I stopped listening to music pretty much all the way. But the other day, I went ahead and threw something on, some Otis Redding and some Earth, Wind and Fire. Atlantis, I like that song, and then and then In Between the Sheets and all that stuff, the love making music or whatever. So in a sense, what they're using this music, okay, because the faces you see here are just the puppets. There's a whole industry behind those people that you see here on the screen. that are actually having the power to even display these people on the screen. And I know a lot of times when we get mad about rap music and lyrics and stuff, we point the finger at these people, and you should, because sometimes I see soulless beings here, and sometimes I see, regular looking people that might be misled, or they might not be in their right mind, or they might just be greedy for money, and they'll rather take the money, while they know that they're killing a bunch of souls. So, on that note, I have to look at the whole thing at a whole, and if it leads me to the fact that I need to drop this, it's gonna happen. Because I don't at this point in my life, I don't need anything to validate me. I feel 100% connected to something that is stronger than anything that you are gonna observe from these people that own these television stations and own these entertainers. So like I said, none of these people, some of these people did not have harsh lyrics, but if they have any at all, how is it that these people can be deemed good rappers, or their music is bomb, or this is the what, when it is affecting the people? So just because something sounds good and it gets you moving like they want it to, the lyrics are most of these lyrics are gearing people towards some way of thinking or being, and most time unknowingly, or you're thinking it's a part of my culture. Hip hop is black people. That's something that was created to control black people, to manipulate so-called black people, and to lead so-called black people into a way of thinking that is detrimental to the health of our whole nation in this society. So on that note, I don't really have any personal connections to these particular people on this screen. And a lot of people are going to get mad, they're going to get irritated, but that's just me. It might take you to see something else. When it comes to movies, I have no attachments. I used to be somewhat of a movie buff in my early 20s. I used to go to the movies by myself on Tuesday when it was $5 just to, get out of the house. It was just the one thing that I'd like to do just to change my. And the thing is, I knew it was. It was just to get me out of whatever I was, free my mind up for the week, and give me something else to take me out of that place that I was in, and, go ahead and just watch these movies. But nowadays, I don't need it. And I find the more that I start to disconnect from anything that these people have to offer, the better off I am mentally, emotionally, maybe not physically. That's something else entirely, that I have personal stuff, or medical stuff, or whatever. But I'm trying to, even looking at the industry when it comes to the health industry. I'm starting to reach. I used to be at the doctors all the time for the things that I felt was wrong, and then I had to change my mindset, and I noticed that a lot of those things change. Now I do still struggle with some things, but do I want to be medicated, or do I want to just go ahead and live my life? And maybe I struggle between on and off of medication for said issues that I was said to or diagnosed with. Okay, so you know sometimes I'm looking for a natural remedy, but I can't. I tried to heal myself for like a year or whatever, but I just can't tweak the thing how I need to. So I just sat back for another year and just suffered with it. But at the end of the day, I can, at least I see what's going on, and I'm slowly trying to retreat from that until I feel like I don't want to have nothing to do with the health industry altogether. And who knows if that's ever going to be the whole thing, because not the whole industry is bad. If you need help about something, get something. But if it's something that you can maybe find an alternative for, is all I'm saying. Or if you have alternative healers in your area, which is hard to find in my area, then by all means I would try that first. So I know that's going a little bit off subject, but I don't look at these people the same way that I did. I look at them as soul snatchers. And whether it was just soothing you with some kind of music, but mostly 90s was about getting it in, if we can be honest. And then we started going into more of the materialistic things or whatever. And all of these people have something that has displayed some point of pimping or hoes or bitches or take off your clothes or show me your this or I want that. So in all honesty, this is something, like I said, it's not bred in us. Maybe the rhythm, the music, the soul of real music and the beats and stuff, may have resonated with us, but the whole lyrical part of it is not. It was not meant for a healing of us. It was meant to keep us stagnant or keep us in a certain mindset, or to manipulate the people in a large masses, or the sheeple in large masses, into what they were trying to target you for, in a way. And then I'm going to go ahead and just tie in one more thing that was brought up to me, that there's so much bad stuff going on in the world. Why aren't anybody making rap musics or songs or anything? And that should be like a huge thing that make a lot of people drop up out the matrix. Like I already told you, a lot of your mainstream media, anything has been all altered, falsified, it been just staged 100%, or some other stuff can be real stuff that they kind of try to milk it to use it to manipulate the people, the masses, or start race wars or whatever they're trying to do to target the people, because they want all of us down here fighting against each other, not paying attention to what the hell they doing. And we redirecting our energy towards white and black and Mexican and all this other stuff, and the whole time there's something else that is a entity that is not caring about any one of us, that is running the show. And we still go to these corporations for what we need. We still deal with these businesses. We still buy all their stuff. We still pay the mortgage to these messed up bankers that are the ones that really should be owing people reparations at the end of the day. If you think it's everyday white people, when most of them, their parents didn't even own slaves, the people that own slaves are still in power today. Behind these names of these companies that or brands like McCormick, and I'm just using that one as a reference, or the big companies that still do tobacco and coffee and stuff. These are people we willingly rush out to support, but those are the people that's killing you. And the same thing I'm saying about this. How are we supporting these people, the same people that's being affected by this music, okay, or being misled by this music for centuries, okay, or decades, I'll say that. The same people that have been affected by this music and stuff for the past couple of decades are the same ones that, okay, so what it is the beast system presents it to you, because this is not something that you came up with. Whatever they tell you about these bogus stories about these movie stars, is some bull in the first place. So it's not what somebody just came up with this in the basement. They like the tune and they would no. They go through all kind of stuff in order to psychologists and all kind of other stuff to get this music going where they need it to go. It's not for your entertainment purposes only. It never has been. It has been manipulate minds from the damn jump. So you can believe whatever you want to believe, but this is the truth. So how are the same people that's being affected by this the ones so it's presented by these people that are in the background that you never get to see and blame for what they're doing? Because if it wasn't for their platforms or them getting it to the platform, it wouldn't get there. That's one. Two, none of these celebrities have the real money that you think they do, or the power that you think that they have. Okay? There's a difference between net and growth, and what gross and what you're actually really just worth, they say. So, I mean, I'm just saying the whole thing has been. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And then the whole thing has been being rolled out to us and be able to be supported is because we're supporting it. But at the end of the day, if you want somebody to talk about rap, about what's going on in this day and age, the same people are pulling the strings in the industry that's hiding the truth from you is the same people that is going to be wanting to hide the truth from you about what's really going on in this world. This is just their distraction. These are their puppets they use to distract you. So they're never going to just let these people come out and make no raps. I seen they've been letting a couple people come back into the industry. One of those girls, India Irie, or one of them soulful singers, they brought her back and did a little song, a little hit here and there. But, it's still, about like loving a man and a woman or something. It's not about nothing real that's really going on. I think the most informational song that can even be close to spitting truth is I Get Out by Lauryn Hill. And I'm not saying that that disregards anything else that she had to offer. From now on, if I do listen to any of these people, I'm plucking what's beneficial or what can teach somebody or show somebody something, and I'm dumping the rest. I don't care who feelings it hurt. At the end of the day, this is my journey, and I'm going to go ahead and do and take it wherever it leads me. Okay? So this stuff is harming the people. You need to be done with it. I don't even know why BET is still even around. I don't know what they have on there now, anyways, because I haven't had cable in I don't know how long. So I'm just saying we need to dead this. If you ain't talking about what's relevant, why is you even talking? Why am I giving you any of my time? That's how I look at any and everything that I consume mentally or physically in my life today. If it's not going to open my eyes or show me something, or it's not on the same level that I am, I'm not dealing with it. Call me what you want. And it's funny because I used to look at my grandma and say, oh, she's so spiritual and everything. I wish I could be just a perfect person that's so nice to everybody and everything, just like she is when I grow up and stuff. But I just don't know how I can live without rap music or, I just listen to, I don't listen to no, she would listen to gospel music. And she was just a beautiful person, but I don't listen to gospel music or whatever. But I would just wonder, how she don't have no beat in her life and she's so happy and she's just, such a, good hearted person and everything. So, but now I see. Now I see that I don't need to. And some of our grandmas was right when they was turning their nose up when you want to go into the music industry or didn't trust it or whatever. And some of that stuff, we might thought they don't know what they talking about. That's just old people stuff and everything. But once you get older and you start seeing this stuff for what it is, then you start seeing that they was thinking on a higher. They was different. They might have been up in them churches and stuff and under that gold spell, but a lot of other stuff that they were teaching was detrimental. And if you held on to those precious moments with those elders, then you will see. You will see those seeds were being planted in you, and you're one of these people that's in this awakening and getting this word across. Is something that was planted in you prior to you, and she was just helping assist that point. Now they might have been, like I said, up in them churches, but hey, the same thing why I struggle with other stuff that I do in my awakening and my speaking truth to my children. So on that note, don't expect these people to present anything to you. They're the ones that's there to distract you from finding out the truth or getting in tune with your higher self. Period. It's not going to happen. So what we can do is take these smaller guys, I found a couple of them on Facebook here and there, and start promoting their music and listen to their music and passing their music along and, getting people to listen to that. Because the thing is, as long as you purchasing the stuff, it's still going to be out there for you. It's still going to be affecting the people as long as you keep them up. And when we turn our back and say, we don't want the garbage no more. Hey, then you know what? They have no choice to either change it or don't offer it to us anymore. And we don't need it because it's not benefiting anyone. Tell me one thing that any of these people on this page have done to help out so-called black people in their community. A lot of these people maybe have gone to Africa and done something, but there's nobody that's doing anything further than building a basketball court. Okay. In a neighborhood. Nothing. Or they say they give to these foundations, which is just basically a tax credit at the end of the year for them. And it's just something to give a good look so that you can think that they're doing something. So whatever. And just people say, oh, well, this person got this foundation that do all these other things in there. I wouldn't trust any foundation from any of these people anyway. Do you hear what I'm saying? I wouldn't trust my children to go to any foundation. Y'all heard about that one Oprah school out there in Africa where all them kids was getting molested and they kept putting it under the covers. But everybody still worship Oprah and still think she gonna do something for somebody. Her Harpo was in Chicago or is in Chicago. I think she lived in Chicago and Chicago is going through what they going through right now and she can't find nothing that she can do there. There's a problem. And that's what I'm saying. These people don't even have the power to do anything. And even if they wanted to, somebody going to tell them that they can't. And you're going to shut your ass up and you're not going to do it. Okay? You're not able to do it. We will shut it down if you do it. And these same people are the people that these people will go ahead and choose, okay, I still want to be, you know, your puppet. So, you know, I'm just going to not do it and I'll just go do it over there. And some of these people probably ain't even, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, probably ain't even us, you know, a version of us Americans that are coming into the truth about who we are and where we're actually from. Do you hear what I'm saying? These bloodlines are foreign entities in a nation, in control of the nation. Keep remembering that. They come in all different shades. Black, white, some of them look like us. Some of them you could tell they maybe not from this soil. But all in all, we're all brown people all over the world. That's my concern right now. I'm starting with mine here. You know what I'm saying? That I'm connecting with right here on this particular soil. But if we, I mean, and then even us indigenous people that see all this indigenous stuff and are obtaining this information, I'm coming across different information every day to see that there is a huge mixture. I don't believe, I'm still not into the everybody from Africa. I think that all these people were all over the world. And the people that have come in and colonized have taken advantage of that and swapped out bloodlines and moved people around. And to think that you're just only American Indian and you don't have in this pawpaw or any of this Australian blood or even the Indians or the Hindu, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. To think that that wasn't happening and that these people weren't traveling worldwide and everything already. Look around in your neighborhood and look at the start. If you good at looking into features and different phenotypes and stuff, look around and see. Don't you see the? I believe that yes, the people in America were here, and I'm gonna rub a lot of indigenous people the wrong way when I say this. But I think that yes, I know that a lot of brown skinned people were already here peopling this land. But to think that they were all from one stock and breed and that that's who you are from that, think again. I think that we're a mixture of a lot of different stuff, but it's not about really the outward appearance anymore. I think it's about something deeper. I think it has something to do with your soul and your connection to the source that might have been implanted into you through a certain bloodline or something. But because if you look around you, we have all different. I can kind of look at people and tell if they're right now from Africa, you know, recently, you know, first generation, whatever they call them when they come here, or you know, you're somebody that's already been here or something like that. But sometimes, not all the time. I'm just saying that usually I can pick it out. But also, I'm starting to look at this, even if you look at this collage of the different eyes and foreheads and faces and who grows hair on their face and who don't. There's a lot of different stuff going on right up in here too. Okay? So to just think that none of us have any blood of anybody else in us, that's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. So I'm for the people here in America that have been deceived, and then the rest of the brown people around the world, and then, you know, humanity, like I said, as a whole. To just have people open up their eyes and see things a little bit differently than you have been deceived into seeing them. So, on that note, I have to go, and I hope to come back and see you guys sometime soon. Take care.